Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Squared Circle Society Live. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined as always by producer Todd.
Good evening. How you doing tonight, Dan?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a big night, some big announcements, some big controversies, and pretty stacked wrestling show tonight, Todd. But so hope everybody out there is doing well and that they buckle in for a bumpy ride tonight.
Yeah, I know. We're extremely excited about tonight's announcement. Dan's been chomping at the bits since it's been locked up.
Yes.
So I guess we have two announcements tonight. So tonight we're going to announce entrant number 5 and the stipulations to the main event. But we'll start with our fifth entrant. The fifth entrant in Flesh Wound Features last tournament on the left, as seen in XPW and IWA Deep South. The most viral dick in wrestling is back. Hide your holes for the Los Angeles return of the Body.
Fuck yes! The Body is coming for them booty holes in the last tournament on the left. If you're unfamiliar with the Body, he is certifiable, and this is going to be fantastic seeing him mix it up in this tournament. Been too long since he's been in California, and I am very, very excited to see what he does. Perhaps a dark horse in this tournament. His Body can take an ass whipping.
Well, I mean, you have to remember in was it California too? He went pretty far. He was out 3. We got a holy shit chant. Buffalo Bill in a PJ team. I don't really want to figure that out right now.
In a pit match?
Buffalo Bill and God, yeah, that should have been easy to figure out.
We need Precious. I don't know what her booking fee is. Things get expensive, Ben. You need to help us get Precious booked. Yeah. Body, if you're unfamiliar with him, the dude is fucking awesome. And I can't wait to see him perform live in last tournament on the left. And go back and watch California too. That's, of course, the XPW event where Masada got his face lit on fire. That was another viral moment. And Body is not unfamiliar with those. Big fucking Joe. Unusual offense. Directly at his peen.
Got to keep Dan away. He may try to recreate it. So we got to keep him clear. Now, okay, well, that's not our only announcement tonight. Tonight, we're also going to announce our main event stipulation. And
hell yeah,
here we go. It is the Tear Your Soul Apart, no rope, barbed wire on 2 sides, chains and hooks on the other 2 sides. This is going to be the main event. You know,
inspired by Hellraiser.
Obviously, inspired by Hellraiser. We're very excited about this one. This one's going to be, So I don't know that the lucky 2 are going to get to meet in the finals. But, well,
do we hang some cock rings just in case Body makes it to the finals?
Dan, you can bring some of yours, I guess. I don't know. No one's gonna want to make it to the finals if we say featuring Dan's. Don't ruin it. No.
Most deadly weapon in all of deathmatch wrestling. Yeah, the Tear Your Soul Apart, no rope, barbed wire, chains and hooks deathmatch, inspired by one of my personal favorites, Hellraiser. So to make it to this point, you're going to have to go through 2 bloody matches, also inspired by horror movies, which we'll be announcing some of these now. There's going to be a lot of fucking blood. You're going to be swimming in it. If you are front row for this one, I suggest you wear a Gallagher poncho. Maybe we'll have somebody selling those so you don't get too messy, because the blood is going to flow in Hawaiian Gardens. And I'm very, very, very excited.
And I'll just say this. Early access front row tickets should be available before the end of the week. I think we'll We'll offer them in Discord and a couple exclusive wrestling groups also. And then they'll go on sale officially once the website is updated next week. So we'll try to get that. So, and I think on our initial advance sales, we're just going to release the front row seats, and then all the others will get released later. So
okay. Awesome.
So that's the plan. So that's a little extra that I wasn't gonna, but there you go. So we got you want to do it one more time, Dan? Hit it.
The tear your soul apart, no rope, barbed wire, chains and hooks death match inspired by Hellraiser.
And there you go.
And the body will be entering the death match tournament. The last tournament on the left. This is gonna be amazing. So Hawaiian Gardens, Metroflex Gym, be there. You will also have a chance. I believe this will be on pay-per-view, which will also be announcing hopefully details of that
streaming info coming soon. We're just working out where it's going to land. So as soon as we do, we'll announce that. Hopefully next week too. So we'll announce some sponsors next week too. I think Dan's let a couple out, but we'll officially announce some next week.
We got our boy Retro Crypt. So
yes, that was unofficially officially announced. We haven't played the commercial and done that, but when we announce the other ones, because we have a few others, I'm waiting to lock in a couple more before we do the big, unveiling. So
sweet.
There we go. So there's that. There's our announcement. Hopefully you guys are psyched. I know we are. And yeah. All right.
Very, very excited.
I can stop the background music now.
So yeah, Todd, I'm very eager to get into our topics for tonight. So what do we want to do first here? We want to talk Becky Lynch.
Yeah, we can start off with that one. That's a lighter topic. Well, or do we want to stick with deathmatch and talk about the RPW show we watched this weekend?
Oh, we could talk about that first. Yeah, RPW King of the Kill 3. We got to watch that over the weekend. Another deathmatch tournament out of. Fuck, I forgot where they were.
I'm looking it up right now.
My bad.
The East Coast. Well, I know they used to be. I know they. Yeah, where were they? I know they're on the East Coast. I can't.
It wasn't Ohio.
No, I know last year's was here. It was in maybe Michigan.
Oh, okay, Michigan. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, okay. So there you go. So King of the Kill 3. That was a very good tournament as well. Of course, we got to see Mickey Knuckles show up, which was nice.
We'll talk about why we got to see her a little later. She was unannounced because someone no-showed.
Yeah, lots of controversy today. Lots of.
Well, now we'll go where there's no controversy. We got to see Flesh Moon favorite Hardcore Hillbilly in action.
We did. He looked great as always. Much like the body, it's been cool kind of seeing, Hillbilly really break out and popping up all over the place. Yeah, that's always cool. He looked great. As much as I wish he came out to a different theme song, Eric Dillinger is very good and got the shock win over Schlack in this tournament.
And that wasn't his only shock win. You weren't shocked he beat Masada too in the finals?
Masada as well, yes.
He knocked out two of the biggest names in deathmatch wrestling to win this tournament.
Actually very cool to see somebody, not that Eric Dillinger is new by any means, but just to see somebody pick up a win that's not the obvious, was I thought that was cool. Very hard fought win. Drop the theme song though. It doesn't fit you. You're great.
I get it. It gets the cry, but we're thinking a lot of the deathmatch guys aren't as character based. I get it, but I'm thinking like he's like supposed to be like a gangster, like Eric Dillinger, Tommy Guns and stuff. Rap doesn't just go with it for me. Like it kind of conflicts with what, but But I mean, yeah, I like the song. I just don't get it for
And
the.
I like the worker. I mean, he killed it in
Yeah,
XPW.
but that's just us from a character standpoint.
Yeah, yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, 2 huge wins over some deathmatch legends. Masada, arguably the greatest of all time. So that was very good. Also, rest in peace. I know Masada's dad passed, I believe, not long before that tournament. So we wish him the best. That's rough, but still went out there and stole the show as he always does.
And
But,
yeah, also another good match. Tommy Trainwreck and Chuck Stein. I'm a fan of both of those guys. That was a good match, non-tournament.
Chuck Stein had a good one with Necro Butcher and XPW.
Yes, very good one.
Some of the guardrails that just landed like directly on his face in that made me cringe. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a good show. I mean, it's not a promotion that I follow on the regular, but I was pretty impressed with what they pulled off. Actually.
I tend to keep up with them on their IWTV shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, good show. It was, Night of Deathmatch Wrestling isn't, but there was another show, not a deathmatch show, but there was some deathmatch wrestling on it, and that's GCW Homecoming. And what's notable about that is, well, someone just happened to miss RPW and showed up in the return. The guy that, like, anyone who books him is a scumbag and enabling but it's okay when GCW bring. Anyway, yeah, Nick Gage returned to GCW today, so I guess they're enabling and scumbags now too.
Yeah, that's very odd. I mean, I feel bad for Gage. Obviously, he also suffered a pretty terrible loss, but there's also patterns and everything. I didn't realize. I didn't see the footage of the GCW return or anything yet.
I watched it because I was like, actually night 1 was way better in my opinion than night 2, because you had the return or the I don't want to say debuts. What's his name? Cross and Scarlett showed up to help Shotzi against.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was a given that he would show up in GCW, which we haven't really, since it's kind of on topic, since you bring it up. He's in a really shitty position because I know AEW now is being selective on certain ex-WWE guys that they maybe suspect will just try and go right back to WWE after their first contract's up. So I feel like he's kind of blocked out. There's also those rumors with Scarlett and Don Callis about some accusations.
Oh, why he's no longer in TNA?
TNA, and then of course, well, that blocks him from AEW though too. So
no, I know, but I mean that's like the story is that's the reason he's no longer in TNA, because of what happened with
It's been heavily hinted at. I don't think the name directly has been dropped, but it's one of those things where it's like you could kind of read between the lines. But Cross is a talented guy. I just feel like I think he might have just had to swallow his pride and sign the new deal, even if it wasn't for a lot more money.
I think the problem is
WWE guy.
But like I think they see the value in him, and that's the problem. He's a great talker.
He is. He's fantastic.
But I get bored when I watch him in the ring.
I think he had an issue. He was great in NXT. His only issue in NXT, he had that bad match with Keith Lee in the main event of a takeover, which was to this day maybe the only bad takeover main event I've seen. Ben says he said AEW isn't contacting them because they think it's a work. I think there's a little more to it than that, because at this point it obviously isn't. So,
well, I mean, he showed up at GCW, so I don't think it's a work. But if you want to stick with the narrative, oh, it's a work, he still works there. Him showing up in GCW wouldn't kill that narrative.
No, it wouldn't, because they're affiliated. But I don't know. He's one of those ones where I'm like, I get it. Maybe you're not going to get your big money until the next deal because he hasn't been over for long. That's like the one thing that I think hurts him. He's super over, but it's new.
But as Ben points out, that would indicate he'd be okay with talking to AEW. I'd much rather see him go to TNA again if the only issue was someone who's gone. Yeah.
I mean, TNA is a great landing spot for him to be used well. It's just, again, he's not getting that big money. And also, again, adding to the weirdness, I mean, WWE very well may own TNA before long. It feels like something is kind of brewing. It's been brewing there for a while. But, hey, it's cool seeing him get these bookings. I'd feel really bad if Scarlett doesn't get something because people forget, like, she was very good in TNA herself and really adds to his act. So I don't know. I think AEW's kind of just in that, like, we don't think we'll have him for the long run, so why do we bother? And that might be true because he is more of a WWE than an AEW guy.
Ben brings up a good point. I think half of why WWE wants AEW done is it forces them to pay people more. By downgrading AEW, now they have control of how much they pay the middle lot of wrestlers.
Oh, yeah. You have, I mean, with WWE, you have that select core that gets the 7-figure deals. Everybody else, like, the pay scale is at a certain level. And I think Cross did say in that interview with Ariel Helwani, he didn't say that they offered him less or anything like that. I just don't think he had much of a raise. I think it was more or less, you're staying in this mid-card.
Well, that's where he is, though.
That's where, but he's like on the verge. You know what I mean? Like, you could strap a rocket to him right now.
Yeah, you could, but it's just like LA Knight. He's going to fall right back where he belongs.
I would strongly disagree.
I know you would, but you've also disagreed with me throughout this whole thing about LA Knight. And where is he at? Where he belongs.
He's main eventing Clash in Paris, Todd.
Yeah.
Is where he's at. So I'm just saying, I actually still think LA Knight might get that world title.
Well, I also heard part of it was that they didn't offer her a contract.
They said they deal with her after they lock him in, I think is what they said. So it wasn't that they weren't going to offer. Again, she was so good in TNA. Vince really bungled his main roster debut when they put him in that stupid fucking gladiator helmet like it was 1996. And because, again, his presentation was fantastic in NXT. I agree. He was sometimes a little inconsistent in the ring, and that was his issue. Not that he like stunk up the joint or anything. It just didn't quite feel like he was main event. He had a great match with Sammy. I think he's looked really good recently. I don't know. He just feels like a WWE wrestler, but as a fan, where I would most want to see him go is TNA because he'd be a top player there. But yeah, so yeah, where were we before that? GCW.
Yeah, well, we were talking about we already brought up the Gage thing. I don't know. It's just, yeah,
it's hypocritical. It's okay for us, but not you guys. sort of attitude.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to just bitch about GCW because then I'll just bitch. It disgusts me that Brett comes out to fucking hit him up. Come out to the Jonam diss track if you want to come out to a diss song, but don't disrespect the legacy of Tupac Shakur, because he would not be okay with that.
White
and then the fact in memoriam of all the great wrestlers who've passed through the doors of GCW. No disrespect to the late wrestlers who were included, but the West Coast was once again ignored, and Supreme was not included in that package. You wrestled for them a handful of times and was important enough for right after he passed for them to put him in their Deathmatch Hall of Fame, but not important enough to go into the in memoriam. But Virgil was. So
I'm gonna say fuck GCW for that one. That's not the kind of over.
well, no, fuck them for like saying they gave money to the Supreme Memorial Fund and then ran a show the same day against the memorial show. If you're gonna fuck them for that.
Yeah, well, fuck them for all of it. That's
I said not to bring it up, but
but
and, yeah,
yeah, it is what it is. They don't care. So, yeah. So,
oh yeah, and they're running against us now. Fuck them again.
Well, in Atlantic City, but
It doesn't matter. Pay-per-views worldwide, but you can order. Yeah,
this is true. But yeah, well, rewinding back a little bit to Becky Lynch and
I was gonna bring that up.
This is one of those weird ones where it's such a big story. Like, I get it. Like, some people aren't wrestling people and they're not going to take that well. But I think Becky was just being a good heel.
And she was talking shit on the town, not Ozzy.
Yeah. Yeah. The way she said it, I just feel like
if they do the apology like they say they're going to do, I'm like, what the fuck is the point of trying to get heat? Like, that's fucking stupid. Like,
yeah.
It was good heat. It worked. Pissed off the kid. I get it. They were close to Ozzy. Ozzy went to the Hall of Fame, blah, blah, blah. We all love Ozzy. It's wrestling. It was, I don't know, maybe it was too soon, but it, I know.
He was the only good thing to come out of Birmingham died a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a great heel shot.
It 100% was.
And
I don't like Becky, and I was like, okay, that was good.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. It's like, I'm sure you feel bad if you upset family, but at the same time, Ozzy is a huge international icon. You know, some would say god of his genre. You know, things are going to be said. It was just a way to get heat. She's playing a bad guy on TV.
I'm curious what the original Kelly Osbourne thinks, not this new replacement one.
It was her. Yeah, it was the daughter, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they say they replaced her with the new one.
Yeah, she does look very, very different. they may have taken her out. But a really good promo. I don't quite get your hate for her on the mic, because she is.
No, it's not. It's just I don't like her. Like, she was, yeah, she had me for a minute, but I wish Becky, or I wish Nia would have hit someone else in the face.
I will maintain she was going to get over huge.
She wasn't going to get over to the level she was, but it's all right. Then she got knocked up and kind of like dropped back down. She was the top star in that company for a minute. No, you tell me your position's the same as it was before she got pregnant.
I think she's still a top star. Now, I will say we are at a point in women's wrestling where I think Rhea has certainly taken that number one spot in WWE.
Yeah, but she was a top draw, period, not just for the women before.
Yeah, no, is she in a position now where she main events WrestleMania? No, I don't see that match for her. But yeah, I mean, we're just at that point. We're seeing that the old guard, which isn't that old, but we're still seeing the old guard sort of move down the card. I mean, we got Stephanie Vaquer blowing up. I don't know if you're familiar with Bozilla's work, but she is somebody that's going to get a.
Is that one of the NXT girls?
No, she just competed for AEW on something. She's Stardom. But she's Ulf Herman's kid, I believe. She's going to be special. I mean, Blake Monroe right now. I mean, WWE's women's division is insane. And you're just seeing, you're seeing that next wave of the Paiges, the AJ Lees, and they're taking the Charlottes and the Baileys spots.
And don't forget, we got Nikki Bella.
Yeah, hopefully they can just come up with a non-wrestling storyline for her, is all I ask. I don't want to see her wrestling every week on TV. Put her in some sort of love storyline with somebody. I don't know, something. maybe make her a home wrecker kind of heel with someone.
Are they going to bring Total Divas back? Is that the whole thing? Or they'll do a Netflix one?
I feel like that would justify it a little bit more. Hey, look, I've said this before. My nieces stopped watching wrestling and they still watched all the Bella shit.
Yeah, so, they can have a Nikki Bella reality show on Netflix.
Yeah, I fully realize that they're stars. I mean, I have no desire to see any of them wrestle, but hey, they're stars. I recognize it. But speaking of stars, have you been following I know you're maybe not super up to date, but AEW's like having some issues because they've got two of their big stars that are out or going to be out shortly due to injuries, Will Ospreay and Swerve. Swerve getting knee surgery. Ospreay's got a very serious neck surgery, I believe, looming. That's going to be a rough one for them because AEW has stars, but they haven't like created a ton of like in-house or sort of in-house. I guess you can't really call either of them in-house, but they haven't. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think really who they go to. I mean, they still got MJF obviously, but that feels like huge losses for them. And I don't know, maybe they will just take a risk and sign Cross while he's hot.
And they could do worse. I'd rather watch Cross than Will Ospreay.
Well, there you go. So what else do we have on the docket tonight, Todd? I know we got the big one coming up tonight, the big controversy. But did you have anything else?
Trying to think what else there was. Not off the top of my head. I guess we can.
There was so much shit this week. Like I'm trying to,
I'm
trying to keep it all straight. Heatwave was a good show. I don't have a lot to say because nothing earth-shattering happened. But I will say, watch the main event. Great big man, little man match with Obafemi and Javon Evans. I thought that was particularly good. I also really enjoyed Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. I still got to maintain Blake Monroe is a better overall version of Tiffany Stratton. Very similar, and I just think, I don't know, Blake Monroe's just a better overall heel. And they're still trying to make Tiffany kind of a tweener, and I just feel like spoiled rich girl. Like that worked for in NXT, and that's what they should be going back to.
Ben said we got that living troll Bailey chick, Kylie Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, Kyle.
You really don't watch a lot of AEW.
You know what? I did exactly what I don't like the product. I've tried watching it numerous times. Like when you try to give me an 8-hour pay-per-view, fuck you. You don't respect my time.
Kyle Fletcher is good. I again though, he's still very early. I don't know if I'm considering him like a box office star yet, but yeah. Obafemi though, I mean, fuck, that dude's gonna be marketable as hell once he makes it onto the main roster. Yeah. I suspect he's gonna beat Ricky Saints, and Ricky Saints come up to the main.
I hope not. I hope he never comes up to the main roster.
You are a hater, Tom.
I am. I don't like, and I don't like. I'm not a hater. Just because I don't like him, I don't want to see him. Doesn't mean I'm hating. Like I don't like it. I don't. Nothing about his work. No.
I think he's a good, smart ass heel. I like him better as a heel than a babyface. But
I don't know. It's just the new generation of wrestlers, which we'll get into in a minute. It's like I don't believe him. I don't believe he's beating anyone's ass. I need a believability factor or a cool factor. He doesn't have either to me.
Ethan Page, or you like Ethan?
I don't really either. I don't think he's a bad worker. I just don't like it's generic EC3. I've seen it 1,000 times. I need more to it.
Oh, okay.
But he's another one. I don't believe he's beating anyone's ass either. It's the cosplay effect.
Okay. All right. Well,
So, okay. Ben brought up someone I do like. They just got Wardlow back. I did enjoy him.
man, he feels like one that'll just go to WWE. Oh, they got injury time.
Who's the one that like they added the time on who wanted out of his contract?
Danhausen.
Oh,
Well,
that's
Danhausen, he asked them not to renew. That's a little different than like asking to be pulled from a, active contract with a bunch of years. But Ben asks, do you like NXT?
No, who do you like in NXT, Todd? Oh, that's easy. Jada Parker.
Jada Parker's very good. Honestly, Sol Ruka, I think, will be a big deal when she makes it to the main.
It's weird. Like I like it. I like the TNA interaction on NXT, but there's no one really other than like Jada Parker that just like, okay, that's someone I do like on that, and I want to see them on the main roster.
Jada's an easy one to tell stories with.
I like the hood chick, so it works.
I know you're going to say you don't like her either, but Jordan Grace, you can't tell me you don't believe she can beat some ass.
Oh no, she's believable. I just don't like her. But that's and every time I've ever like had any interactions with her, like with AWS, she's always been pleasant and always been cool. Just I don't know. I liked her when she was part of the Pogs with what's her name,
Lufisto.
Thank you, Lufisto.
Yeah.
So no, it's just I don't know. She looks too much like Asia to me now.
Jesus, you're going really.
I went with the deep cut, the China ripoff in WCW.
Poor Asia didn't catch on, did she?
Yeah, but I mean, like it's funny because like seeing her in NXT now, it's like I never realized how small she was. Even like it's funny. The first time I saw her, before she like has the form she has now. And it was I can't remember, was she tagging with Sage? I know Sage Sin was in the match, but she was dressed because it was her and Lufisto and Sage and Ruby Reyes, and Ruby and Sage were dressed as Freddie and Jason. And I remember very specific. This is the first time I've seen Jordan Grace too. She was in the Michael Myers jumpsuit with the mask. And when she took it off, she looked like a thick Danielle Harris, and I thought that was funny. Doesn't look at all like that now, but then.
You know what? It's funny. I can actually see it. like you said, when her body type was a little different, I could see it in the face, the Danielle Harris comparison. Which is
maybe that's why I stopped liking her less, because she started reminding me of her less.
You just wanted her to do a Cult of Thorn run sort of thing.
She'd be my favorite female worker right now.
Yeah. We're moving, not that it's totally new, but you're going to have some hoss battles with some of the ladies, because Maya Lesnar, she's going to be fast tracked. You're going to see Maya taking the ladies to Suplex City very soon. Yeah. Bozilla's another one. Bailey Humphreys, from which I haven't watched a lot of the LFG stuff, but that is somebody that doesn't look like anybody else, that could be very unique on the main roster. It's got a hell of a finisher too.
Ben asked, what about Trick? I do like Trick now. Like since he became TNA champion and they got me invested, I do, but he's a guy who has believability too. Like I'm not a huge Obafemi guy, but he's someone I believe is an ass. Like he works. He's just not one of my favorites to watch. But I once he gets on the main roster and I get to see him against, I don't want to say names, but not the NXT roster, then I think it'll pick up for me, like for him, because I feel like he's just going to beat everyone on that NXT roster. So it's like I'm not invested in his matches right now.
Now, see what's funny with Trick. I like him. I don't see the big deal, and I still don't. Like, he looks like a superstar. I'm not going to take that away from him, but he's just not. I don't think he's as good as, like, I know Pugs is a big Trick guy.
Yeah, I remember you guys were talking about that.
I don't see it. Like, I don't really look forward to his stuff.
I get what you mean, like, because I think I like more of his stuff, like him like holding the TNA title and hostage and all that.
Yeah, I like that. I mean,
that's the elements of it that have really got me like, okay. But I don't look forward to his NXT matches, but I do look forward to his NXT matches. So go figure.
Yeah, I get it. But you know, we'll see.
Ben has a question.
Do you think him getting beaten up by Taker was a mistake? I'm not sure what you're referencing, Ben. What am I?
You're a few weeks behind the next year. Did you catch up?
I saw Heat Wave, but I did miss some shit.
All right. Well,
so I'm probably missing that, Ben. My bad. We're when we're trying to set up a wrestling show, even I sometimes miss stuff. So my bad. All right, Todd. Should we get?
I did also. I'll throw it out there. The Insane Championship Wrestling Insane 8 also is on IWTV. I watched it last night. Definitely worth checking out. We won't get too deep into it, and I'm not going to spoil who won if you're unaware. But
yeah, I didn't see that show yet.
It's only 2 hours, so it's
that's not bad.
It's a nice brisk watch, though. There was no commentary on it, which is kind of jarring. I kind of like missed it. But I'd rather have no commentary than bad commentary. So it's like the Gathering of the Juggalos shows. Like the first night when I had to listen to Brett for 2.5. Jesus, I was glad the second night because they did a split screen split stream where if you watched the Juggalo show on Triller TV, you got Brett and all them. If you watched it on the Psychopathic YouTube, you got the Zach Amico and the Trauma guy and the JCW announced team. So I was very happy I didn't have to.
I'd be in for Zach Amico.
Yeah. I mean, not just because he's Trauma guy. That's definitely the better announced team.
He should do it in his Trauma character, though.
He basically does, though. He's got the makeup. Yeah. So yeah, but I like watching those GCW shows. Sorry, JCW. Well, I guess they were both, but I mean, they were JCW shows with GCW, but whatever. I really, really, really like the product, and I was kind of like some of the things we've been talking about are very similar. So I'm like, well, hopefully, but yeah. So I'm going to continue following them.
Okay. All right, Ted. Should we get to the big incident that's taking the entire nation by storm? Yeah. I've seen mainstream coverage from this across all the major news outlets. Streamers, just everybody's weighing in on it, and that is the Raja Jackson. Attempted murder, I don't think is a ridiculous thing to throw out when you factor it all in. Over veteran, Knokx Pro veteran Syko Stu. Syko Stu, sorry. My bad.
And before we start, and I don't know if we were going to watch, like, because we have, like, the video, we can watch long timeline. I'm just throwing it out. I've worked with people that are involved in this. I've never worked a Knokx Pro show. I've never been to a Knokx Pro show, but I've worked with a lot of the students that became wrestlers out of the Knokx Pro Academy. Friends with one or more than, a couple of them. Only ever worked on a show once with Syko Stu. It was a 3PWA show.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but I know the venue it was at. But so early on, another thing, just to do my UEW connection, the venue that the incident happened in was UEW's old home base before they got their building of the VFW. It used to be a VFW hall before Knokx Pro bought it and did it. A VFW hall on Lancashire. Dan's been there, saw your first UEW. And I don't know if it was UEW. I know you saw Kruger win his first deathmatch tournament, the Blood Brothers Crimson Cup 2 in that building.
Yeah.
That's when you held the light tube for JD. JD Horn. Yeah.
Kruger that. That's not.
Oh yeah, when you were trying to assault Kruger with a light tube, he remembers.
I held a light tube that JD assaulted.
That was used against our own Kruger. Just throwing.
Well, he wasn't our Kruger yet. In fairness, so
he wasn't yours.
Yeah. Supreme was at that show, and I got to chat with Supreme, which was really cool.
Yes, always a good time to see Supreme. R.I.P. But there's a lot going into this, and there's a lot more connections that I like kind of watching the video because, like, I said, I've seen people take weed whackers, light tubes in that building, but nothing as violent or fucked up as what Raja Jackson did to Syko Stu.
Yeah, so I remember hearing that something happened, like that somebody got shot on, which, that's not unheard of. I don't think I looked at the clip right away. And once I saw it, I was like, holy fucking shit, he tried to kill him. Like, he hit him 21 times, knocked him out on the takedown, and 21 times to the face.
23, I think, was the count.
Yeah, well, over 20. Let's just say I more than enough. I can say honestly, and I put you in this, anybody in the chat in this, you don't have to be a trained fighter to hit somebody 20 plus times in the face while they're unconscious and not seriously injure them for life or potentially end their life.
It's fun. I saved a post because I think this sums it up the best, or one of the, it's Sanders, the wrestler. And this is what he typed. And I like everything in this post 100%. 20 punches to the head while unconscious, pretending to be cool with Stu just to catch him off guard. Where I'm from, that's pussy shit. You're a punk. You can't fight someone in a fair fight. Bitch made, spineless, etc. Keep this in mind when you hear someone defending Raja Jackson. They're letting you know the type of person they are. P.S. Cut them off. Don't work with them or them if they're in the business too.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Raja Jackson is a fucking pussy. Now, there's not many people defending it, but obviously, and we'll get into it because it's awful, but it's also very interesting as a case because, cameras do encourage people to watch the whole chain of events.
Should I pull up the chain of events? We can talk over it and kind of just
in a second.
All right.
In a second. But you get hit with I thought it was even empty. I don't know if it was empty, but he hit him with this beer thing.
I want to say this. Stop saying a prop beer can. No one in professional wrestling uses a prop beer can. So using that as the defense, you sound dumb. Stop saying it. If you're out there saying it, stop it.
Now, there's a lot of confusion, which we'll address. Yeah. But Stu could have done that to my grandma, and it would not have hurt.
Yeah.
So say what you will.
Because there was no.
He didn't clobber him with a fucking beer.
You want me? I'll tell you. I wish I had an empty can near me.
Yeah,
shit.
Not to give away magic tricks, but there really isn't.
It's simple. You just twist the can slightly, and you can squash it.
Yeah, you that did not hurt him in the least
at all.
No. Now, had he of just reacted in the moment and maybe popped him in the nose or something, I'd say, all right, this is a terrible misunderstanding. He should not have been backstage. And we'll get into that more, but. And then that, hopefully they shake hands, nobody gets hurt, and it's over. To shake that man's hand, squash it, and like a little fucking rat, because he's recording this shit, which is the most 2025 thing I've ever seen, and then ambush him, not even fight him with honor, fight him right there. If you're mad because your dad obviously thinks you're a pussy ass bitch. as he likes to tell you on his live streams. You trick it, you knock him out cold and then beat him. A vet of not only the ring, but a military veteran who has PTSD, whose fucking family, I believe his mom, I don't know if anybody else.
His father was there.
His father, who has to watch that.
He's mad. Ben said he hurt his feelings. Yeah, he's mad because he looked like a bitch, but that's kind of what he is. So
he is a bitch. He's a guy who had one fight, who got his ass kicked, one professional fight. He's in the shadow of his dad. He will always be there. He is a little fucking pussy bitch. And I think like that it's just so fucking cowardly. And I'm sorry, you don't have to fully understand how wrestling works to know mercilessly beating an unconscious man in the fucking face is attempted murder. That guy is a fucking, not an animal, a bitch dog who is going to end up in jail one day, one way or the other.
There's been conflicting reports if he was or wasn't. I don't know what's true.
He also fled the scene like a fucking pussy.
Yeah, I've walked down that street many times drunk, so I know exactly watching the footage, which will.
Yeah, it is funny. Like you especially know right where.
I've been in the back where the incident happened numerous times. Like actually, I normally hang out on the other side by the other door. That side I normally didn't, and that's the other thing. Like, okay, I don't in general when I'm working a show go into the back. That's even though I can,
and I want to talk about that too, because that is something I wanted to address. But yeah,
but like I do my part where I am. Like that particular venue, I'd go in the back because that's where we parked and when we was cleaning up. But it's not during the show; it's after the show. It's different. Yeah. And I just respect the locker room. I know the etiquette, and
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like, but he shouldn't have been in the back to begin with. He's a guest of another worker, fine, but doesn't mean just come in the back. I mean,
no, a guest does not come in the back. Look, I'm not a worker, but I did train and I know wrestling. I trained briefly. I'm not a worker. And even back in the day when I was helping out on shows, I did not like it. And there were times where they're like, yeah, just come on back. It doesn't matter. I never liked that because it's like, I'm not a part of the physical side of the show in the ring. Those guys are setting up their matches. You know, I mean, obviously I'd always be respectful and I understand wrestling enough to know that what was happening in that situation was, you know, him just, you know, thinking it's part of the show or ball busting maybe at the worst. But I never like doing that because it is disrespectful. And there are still some, you know, old timers. I use that term lightly, you know, guys probably still in their 30s who, when they first started training, it was still some etiquette there. You don't go in the back if you're not really needed in the back. Fuck, we're getting ready to put on a show. I still feel weird even being.
Yeah, I'll probably still tell you not to go in the back.
Exactly, because they're still setting up their matches. And yes, sure, I'm friends.
There's no reason for you to be in the back unless there is a reason. Like, and that's the thing.
Yeah, maybe a guy is like fucking picking thumbtacks out of his balls or something. Like, you know what? I don't need to be back there for that. Like, you know, and I'm friends with Kruger. I'm friends with Body, but like I can chat with those guys out or, you know, at an appropriate time where, you know, they're not setting up their shit.
Gatekeeping the back is not a bad thing. Protecting the business is not a bad thing. And
it's not. And I'm not saying you have to be ridiculous about it or anything. I mean, maybe there's a reason. Maybe, you know, somebody's bringing, you know, weapons for a deathmatch tournament or something. You know, there's reasons to be there if you're doing something. But if you're really not doing anything, even like I said, even at a show that's our show, I'd like to be respectful. And I've always felt that way. And it's something that's slipped over the last even, you know, 15, 20 years, whatever it's been. You know, when I was helping out at shows, I just never felt like I should be back there. You know, even when I was helping on the ring, like it felt like locker room for guys to set up their matches. So I think people have gotten really lax. There's other incidents, not this horrible, where people have brought, girlfriends back there who've maybe acted out, been drunk, misbehaved.
Women in the back that aren't part of the show always almost cause problems. I won't say what show it was. Happened not too long ago. At a promotion I was at, and guy lost his spot because he
drama. Absolutely, and you could flip that too. I mean, female wrestlers bringing their boyfriends. I remember one case. No names behind it, but years ago I remember hearing about this at a local promotion where the girlfriend of a worker thought like a guy was making crass jokes, let's just put it that way, and actually said something about it, and it led to a big thing. He's like, get her the fuck out of the locker room. The other guy started chest bumping him. Drama that didn't need to be there. If you want to visit your significant other, sit in the crowd. God damn it! Like usually at indie shows, there's not it's not like they can't come out and talk to you. So locker room etiquette is something that really could have avoided this, especially somebody that everybody knew was a dipshit. Like you can look back at Rampage before this incident and that podcast he recorded where it's like, I've got college money set up for my 2 kids and I got bail money for Raja. Well, that's coming fucking true, Rampage. And you obviously know your son is soft. Don't fucking like make jokes about him getting punked out by dudes in baby oil. Like maybe he's a fucking bitch who can't handle a joke.
I get a father trying to toughen up his son, but
I get it, but like Raja is a bitch. He's soft. I don't even know him. Everything I saw, he recorded it for 2 hours. I know who he is. He's a fucking bitch and a coward.
We're not going to watch 2 hours worth of footage, but I do have a little bit
but,
that really goes over the situation. We can.
Yeah. And then the whole thing is like, Raja might get banned off Kick. Fuck. Raja should be in fucking jail. He's a fucking animal. God damn. Ugh. It made me mad, but... And I mean, he might end up killing that company,
Well, already killed their WWID affiliation.
Yeah, but also the most important thing about this, though, is like apparently Stu right now is having some issues. Yeah, he has no recollection of the day. Brain swelling, which apparently went down. He was on a breathing tube. There were some vague updates today.
I like JG Michael's assessment. The only thing Stu did wrong was misread the room.
Oh, absolutely. Like that was an honest mistake that they shook hands over. Raja beat him up because he was being called a pussy by a bunch of snot-nosed kids on.
Oh yeah, he was getting rage baited on the internet
by fucking children on a children's app. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. That is just.
We're on a children's app too.
Just a reminder. You're definitely not family friendly, but yeah,
our side of it isn't. But.
As far as I'm concerned, like, I mean, I've kicked it around in my head. I mean, it feels like attempted fucking murder.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's why I said, like, we got the footage we can go through. Yeah. But I did want to bring out, I wanted to play the video for the beginning part of this and get your reaction on this. I know you've seen it, but I'll bring it up. And yeah, there is, we'll post the GoFundMe too, because there is an official one that's for the family. I know a bunch of promoters have shared it, whereas I know Tony shared it. There it is. I'll post it in the chat. But yeah, I know Jericho donated $2,500. Mr. Beast is like, I don't know if he's donated, but he's offered. Well, okay. Well, they raised their goal. It was a $60,000 goal. Now it's $200K, and they've already raised $120,000.
Well, good for him. And you know what? Like, let's be real. Like, you have any kind of an extended hospital stay. That'll go. Like, wasn't it Sabu? Like, he had an ungodly bill when he had that extended hospital stay. So, every bit of that. And if he has lingering issues, possibly brain damage, because this stupid motherfucker can't control his temper, Mr. Beast donated 10K. Well, good for Mr. Beast. I don't really know much about it.
My kid loves his candy bars, and I remember he was super excited to get the hamburger, even though I don't think it was that good, but whatever.
And I don't know the guys the way you do, or certainly Kruger does, but if this were like an old school like UEW show, boy, there's going to be a second crime.
Yeah, it's funny because I know a lot of people are saying that, like, a lot of people are saying this and that. I truly believe in UEW. It's funny. One of the people, one of my favorite workers comes out of Knokx Pro, Shiloh Greaves, did a lot of work in UEW. The last run, there was a spot, and I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. There was a spot with him that was planned because he was doing this like showing up places gimmick and stuff. So not everyone knew that we had a planned spot for him to run in and break up in a match, and it was played very well, and it was believable. Now, of course, we had a meeting before the event took place, and everyone in the back knew it was going to happen. So, we were all in the loop. But we did have one person. It's on film, so it's nothing. Everything's cool. One of our regular guys will be in the last tournament on the left. BC Killer. He was injured because he had, got an injury, and he was in a cast and on crutches. So when the meeting happened, he wasn't in the back. So he didn't know Shiloh was going to do this spot, and it was done so well that, BC saw someone getting in his ring, so it was like he wasn't even on crutches anymore, was up there, got a couple licks in before we were able to make it, but...
That's where I think, wasn't it Bob that you could tell?
Bob was like, no. Like, you could see, if you could tell Bob's like, so he got like one good lick in.
And if you haven't seen the Body Count Killer, not somebody you want to get punched by.
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, felt horrible after. Everything was squashed. No receipts were given or earned.
Exactly.
It was just a case of, since he was injured, he wasn't in the back for the meeting because he didn't have anything to do.
Yeah. So also credit to the Epic Douglas Mallow, because I think that was going to be a murder if you didn't get him off of him.
The Epic, we got a spot for him. I mean, he's.
Oh, I'd love to use Douglas Mallow after that. Just like that dude.
Come on, I say don't use his worker name. Damn it, Dan.
The Epic. Well, he uses his real name in this video, but
I mean that's different.
But yeah, no, I mean because I don't think that stupid bastard was going to stop hitting him.
No.
So, kudos to him. I think there's somebody else that should have been out there to stop that, but
that was the thing with UEW. We had multiple lines of defense. We had the workers in the back, the refs in the ring that knew what to do. We had we used to call us and our group the seated security, because I don't know how many incidents we were involved in just to keep things calm. Some worked, some not. I mean, we made sure that building was safe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, even
yes, Epic. The Epic is the guy who came out for the save. The only one.
There were a few guys in the ring at the end.
There were, but I mean, like the only one who actually really.
He was the one that, and then they were able to pick.
Like a lot of it, like the ref, I get it.
It happens quick. I don't know this ref, and it might have been one of those things where it takes a second to realize what's happening. I realize there is that side of it, and I don't want to shit on somebody.
I get freezing up. It happens, but this is not the time for it to happen. The referee's job is to make sure everyone in that ring is safe, and it's hard to say he didn't fail his job that night.
Yeah, I mean, I look at that. I mean, good luck trying to pull that shit on somebody like Kruger. But like, I don't care if I get my ass kicked.
Good luck Kruger wasn't in the back. He would have been out there just as quick too.
Well, like I said, I know locker rooms where that wouldn't have been the only crime.
How would have Bill Watts responded to this? Well, one, he wouldn't have let that guy in the ring in the first place. So it would have been a fan running into the ring that had no business in there. And that would have been, everyone would have immediately taken him out. The fact this was a planned spot.
Which you don't just call that on the wire. You don't know.
Here's the thing. Did they not learn anything from fucking Travis Scott on Wrestle Motherfucking Mania?
Exactly. And that is somebody who had at least some level of training. Number one, why is the dipshit kid of a celebrity that nobody gives a fuck about doing that anyways? Who the fuck cares? He's a fucking loser that has lost one fight, obviously can't control himself. You know, it makes no sense. You have to have some kind of preparation, even to do something minor. Just getting in the ring, you can hurt yourself.
Yeah, El Gringo. Just bad decisions. Yeah, it was a string of bad decisions.
Exactly. Just a lot of bad decisions here that I don't understand.
And I'm not trying to like throw everyone under the bus, but there was a lot of people that this like let it happen. But I mean, it all comes down to Raja. Like at some point, you can in his stream, he just says he's gonna keep going and not stop.
He implicates himself.
Well, let's see. Let's check out some of the footage. We're not going to watch all of it, but we'll skim through. Like the top of the video, though, and this is the video that Mand put out, MAND. I'll drop the link so if you guys want to go back and watch the whole thing after. But here, let me just pull it up because no one's really been talking about the concussion aspect of it from Raja. So let's bring that up and kind of just listen to a little of it.
Raja Obama.
This is Raja Jackson, son of legendary fighter.
Well, we've covered all that. Let's get to. Where is the? Well,
for this whole thing, Raja states later.
I'm trying to find the concussion stuff. I guess let's just check out some of the backstage incident. All right.
Stu decides to come up behind Raja, stick his belly out, hands at the hips to get some camera time. Raja, unfazed, not caring, just decides to keep talking to the dudes until Syko Stu decides to take matters into his own hands.
Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him.
And you need
to worry about Syko Stu.
Syko Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little. Oh, you don't sell it?
So you can hear him say, "You're not even going to sell it."
Well, and you know what? Too, like at this point, I mean, let's be real. Like, you know, I think AJ Mana brought him in as his.
Yeah, it was his friend. They trained together. Yeah, no sub.
Right now, what is he thinking? He knows. Assuming he's a good friend, he has to know Raja's a fucking dipshit. Yeah. Like, you gotta, again, I'm not trying to shit on him too much, but like, you right then and there, you need to say, hey, he's not a worker. Probably before, you know, he tries to do a spot with them. Yeah. There's just a lot of, again, should not be in the fucking back. And I know that, the back is, on an indie show sometimes is questionable, but
this is literally the back. It's the back of the building.
Yeah.
Also, some more information on the building. They filmed quite a few Reno 911s in the back of the building and inside the VFW.
Yeah. He really fucked up there by not saying, "Dude, it's not a skit," you know, like immediately, because
but workers see cameras and a stringer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think
they're gonna work.
And again, look,
it was a bad decision. I mean, like, yeah,
even the tiny minuscule bit that I know with wrestling, I could hit you with a
but then we have this part of it that people have brought up, and I do want to bring this
wrestler recording something for the promotion. Worst part about it being that this guy took one of these prop cans to Raja's head, not knowing that Raja was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring from a spinning kick just a couple days ago.
there's that
No, I didn't-
aspect of it that he was going in with a concussion. But I'll play a little more when he's talking about it.
I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream. Going to fucking balling with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit.
All right. Well, so he had.
I don't think that explains that.
Oh, I'm not saying it explains. I'm just throwing that out there. People are using that. I mean, yeah, that could that have factored into bad decision making? Absolutely, but
yeah, I don't know.
Ben saying, was he trying to get a WWE ID deal? No, the Knokx Pro had one, and I say had one because they removed all their affiliation.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happens.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to diffuse it.
Tracy, Sawarino. Good, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude.
Oh, so Stu, poquito, cámara pieza.
Then the Samoan aunt tells us that Stu does this all the time and constantly mistakes stuff for being a part of the storyline.
Sorry about that, dude. He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
All right, so I want to get to the apology bit. Yeah, see, Stu. Okay, here we go. Stu tries to throw his hand out, but he doesn't take
Stu
it.
realizes that Raja was having no parts of his apology until somebody suggests that Raja can interrupt his match and give him his receipt. Then Raja accepts the
I
apology.
appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were camera.
I get it.
Very
We're working
sincere
out. We're gonna come out on your
apology,
back,
which
too.
he accepted.
I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Oz? We're always working.
So,
So
like,
we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your match so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself, because that's his boy. No, he can handle it. Hey.
Yeah, I can
So they squash the beef.
and
Yeah.
at that point, like it's
Yeah.
like
He obviously doesn't get it.
the two people maybe that you can find that would still defend this. Like once you squash it, like you can't then like go and ambush somebody and beat the shit out of them. Like if you don't want to shake his hand, I would say that's fine. That's up to you. And then, it's like, okay, this is a hot situation. He should probably leave and go home. But to do this, and number one, you don't tell a non-worker to give somebody a receipt. Number one, you should be smart enough to know not to beat somebody to fucking death. I don't care if you don't understand wrestling or what a receipt is. Like,
I honestly think at this point of the night, he may have just been of the mind, I'm going to pop him. I don't think it got to the point it was till his little kick stream got him all amped up.
Exactly.
I think at this point, maybe that's all that was going through his mind. Like, well, here, let's watch the little receipt bit right here.
His match, AJ comes over and lets him know the game plan and tries to explain what went on with Stu.
I was in the swing.
No.
What he thought was he was a pro.
I understand.
Yeah. Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking,
That's what I'm saying.
But he doesn't
So,
know him like that.
He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt. Don't tag his shit.
Tag his shit is different than beat his fucking ass to a bloody pulp. And there's the bathroom, Dan, where you were afraid how bloody it was when you were in there last
After
time.
being given the go-ahead to give this guy his receipt.
See, and they say management, but AJ's not management. Like, so I know they're trying to throw Knokx in as management, gave him the okay.
And that's the thing. Like, he needs to be sat down, and maybe he was. I don't know. I don't think so, because I think he was streaming the whole time. But like, you really got to go over that. You got to rehearse it, and
Well, not necessarily rehearse it, but you have to understand.
I mean, you make sure, especially
he got it.
Like that.
He got it. Trying to get a viral moment.
He got it, but my God, like to be jacked up by a bunch of idiots in a chat that are calling you a pussy. So you gotta murder some guy that doesn't even see it coming. It's wrestling. You're supposed to. It's a dance. It's a violent dance, but it's you don't just fucking knock somebody out and then try and kill them in the ring.
I just want to see some of the rage.
His dad Rampage got informed on what's been.
Oh yeah, well,
Okay,
yeah, and that's what he's
to knock him out.
All right,
To see, you about to see how fake of a crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do some shit to him.
His followers are calling him a pussy and all that shit, so they're getting him riled up.
Of course, it's the internet.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know. He can.
All he's doing is incriminating himself on.
And if you watch the whole thing, it's so fucking bad. Like his dad calling him a pussy. The chat obviously being a chat on the internet, calling him a pussy. Like it's real. Like I'm not sugarcoating it. I think Raja's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like JG says, like, dude is disconnected from reality. Well, he lives in the internet world. I mean, a lot of these youngsters do. I mean, he's an adult. He's 25 years old. I'm not going to call him a kid. I mean, in my eyes, youngster. When I say kid, that's what I mean. But I don't think he's not responsible for his actions because 25, your brain is done. You're an adult, even whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's. I'm not going to show the incident uncensored just because I don't want to get us clicked to 18. So I will drop this whole link if you want to watch the full 18-minute video. But I do want to just see because I want to see the epic, for the save. So let's see. Yeah, where do we get? Here. Let me get a little bit. So we can get that. He's waiting. All right, here we go. He's out.
Yeah. And he never gets a defensive. He takes all of that right to the face and head.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that saved his life right there.
Hey, you gotta stop this shit, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, he might not be he might not be anybody particularly tough when it comes to MMA fighters, but he's still a trained fighter. Mm-hmm. I get it. Like that's scary squaring up to somebody like that.
Yeah, you can hear the children screaming. In fact, this was done in front of kids.
For the rest of the video, you can't really hear anything. The audio is pretty messed up. I don't know what happened to the camera.
Now, again, if that's me, there's worse shit happening at that point. But
the venue, and as you can see kind of behind him, I want you to pay attention to this dude in the blue. He follows him, he makes some threats to him. He's basically trying to get him to come back. I think what he was trying to do is distract him long enough for the police to come, because I know that they had called the police immediately after that he attacked him. So I'm guessing he was going to try and fight him or stall him long enough to keep him there, or I don't know. Point of it is he was trying to rage bait Raja into fighting somebody else.
There is a clip of him getting pinned after.
That's the motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit.
Good, should
I'm
have bit you
always
worse.
playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit.
Well, then don't be a bitch,
bro.
And from now on, I don't know where this guy ever showed. Well, he's gonna be a bitch in prison. Is probably what's gonna happen to him. But
I did want to play the bit at the end where you can kind of see at this point he kind of knows what the fuck, he knows his life's fucked, I think. No. And with the AJ stuff, I know everyone's he brought him in, instigated. I don't believe he was he cool him getting a punch in? Absolutely. A receipt's a receipt in the world of the worker. But he wasn't wanted to try to kill the guy. I mean, I'd assume you could hear it in the voice in their conversation after, like that. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I mean, I get it, it's his friend, but fuck.
Well, don't bring dipshit friends to.
Yeah, well, no, exactly. And again, like I'm not trying to. I'm just, again, I'm closest. Yeah.
No, I get it. That's a lesson everybody should learn. I mean, don't bring, don't have them in the back no matter what. But
yeah, because it could have just been a fun night of pro wrestling out for this guy, but now his fucking life's done. But but I do want to see this little bit when it's all kind of really sinking in, I think.
Hello?
Hey, where the hell are you, man? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Well, you didn't even see it
me
happen.
off, though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
I'll call you back later.
Yeah. See, even he said you didn't have to take it there. But
was that AJ on the phone at that point?
Yeah, he said Andre.
As you can tell by the heavy breathing.
But yeah, I mean that's like the point. Like he thought he probably killed the guy at that point. But yeah, then they just recap and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, like I said, like even me not being an athlete, if you just let me punch you in the face while you're unconscious 20 times, there's a very strong chance you're not going to wake up. And, this is a trained fighter. It's just so fucking cowardly.
Yeah, expecting a punch, but probably wasn't expecting to be picked up and slammed MMA style. And then, JG, I get what you're saying about not wanting to downplay Raja's culpability, Todd, but this is also a dude that hangs out with Sneeko. I don't know who that is, and whose dad calls him a bitch. See, I don't know enough in the MMA world like that. I just know the pro wrestling world, and I know some of the people involved in this. And like I said, I've never been to a Knokx show, but I am friendly with a lot of people and a lot of workers. Pass through the halls of UEW, and some I think are really great workers. And I know a lot of those workers are like the Epic himself was like done with Knokx Pro. I do think Rikishi's name keeps getting brought up, but I mean, like I think Dan said he was like the mascot. He's a trainer for the he is a trainer for the academy.
I don't think Gangrel was there either.
No, he's just a trainer for the academy, and I think it's also like one of those cases. It's a special day when one of those guys show up because they don't live. Neither of them live in California. I believe they both are in Florida. No, Gangrel's in Florida. And I think Rikishi might be Northern California, but it's not a case where he's there for the day-to-day and training.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, again, I'm not like I think there was a ton of factors and a ton of things that were done wrong. And I get WWE put it. Okay. JG says Sneeko is a streamer. Yeah. See, I'm
not a kick guy either. I don't know who that is. I mean, look, by having him there, I mean, the most important thing is Stu, but you've also fucked a lot of people
that school. I mean, they just got that building too. And and it looks great inside because I remember the shithole we used to it was before the ceiling fans were always in the goddamn way. But they gutted it, painted it black, made it look nice. Too bad they got rid of the bar because that bar made a lot of fucking money from us. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I can't imagine Knokx Pro is going to be a thing anymore.
I hope someone I know gets a big check soon and just buys that spot. that place is ready to go for pro wrestling now. So.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I don't know. I hope Stu's okay. Cause I mean, again, like just because he survived it.
See if I got any, cause I know like people that are like close, like if there's any current updates that maybe not is out to the public yet, you know what I mean? Like the press. So I'm gonna look at Shiloh right now because I know he's been vocal.
He knocked out the dudes like just about every tooth he had. I mean,
that they said, that like basically all of his teeth are gone.
He was choking on his own blood and teeth. And I mean, again, his family had to see that.
I'm reading Jimmy Mayhem's comment. I can't read it all, but it's yeah, I'm with him.
I should have looked. I looked at a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, because a lot of words that are being used are not YouTube friendly words. Someone should pull a new jack and stab
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jimmy Mayhem. My prayers go out to Syko Stu, a fellow veteran and pro wrestler, a veteran who his escape from his PTSD was pro wrestling, and now that's gonna trigger his fucking PTSD. I hope he has a comeback and like that's someone who hell, let's book him. Like, I mean, he's.
No, I book him. I mean, I mean, that's not what he should be focusing on at the moment because he's going to need some time.
I know everyone's coming down hard on Knokx, so I'm going to read what Shiloh wrote. Wrestling rings are a sacred ground where we create an escape for the world. Any attack on that in any company hurts my heart deeply. Knokx Pro was and still is to an extent my heart and soul. I wasn't just trained in that system, I was raised in it. He started when he was super young too. I do know that because I think he debuted in UEW. He's barely 18. Every value I hold dear in wrestling, along with the overall man I became today, was shaped under that roof. There are a lot of hot takes. The vast majority I don't disagree with. Regardless, I emphasize that what happened Saturday night was not the Knokx way and doesn't represent the values of those who built it. The priority of everyone is to surround those traumatized with as much love as possible. That's the Knokx way.
Well, like I said, it's a shitty situation, and I know it's there's people there that just they're not really responsible for it, but man.
The last post his brother made about him was yesterday. But no, I mean, I work I work for 3PWA, another vet, Tony Reyes runs it. I know how these guys use pro wrestling as an outlet.
Oh, absolutely.
And to be attacked like that in your safe space, and God, I hate using that term, but whatever. For this, I'll do it. But I mean,
a wrestling ring's not that safe, but yeah, sure. In your mind, that's your safe space.
I mean, it's an outlet. I mean, some of the guys are a little bit more extreme than others, but I mean, it all still is the same. I mean, we all love pro wrestling, whatever version of it is that is. It's just fucked up. I mean, but this is just demonstrates why you don't let outsiders in.
No, not again. Yeah, you just keep them out of the back. You can go, like I said, you're not missing. There's no reason for you to be in a locker room. There just isn't. Bring your family, bring your friends, but have them just chill out in the crowd or the parking lot, whatever. There's a place you can hang out that's not in the locker room. So I hope things are learned. I mean, it's amazing that something this awful really hasn't happened before. But there have been incidents, and there have been incidents aside from this that could have blown up into something much bigger. This was just a lot of bad decisions piled on bad decisions.
I'm just looking. Yeah, the top donors: Mr. Beast, 10 grand; James McRae, 2,500; Chris Jericho, 2,500; 1,300 anonymous. Jack Perry, our UEW's own, dropped $1,000. Stephon Strickland, $1,000. There's a lot of $1,000, from workers. But whatever,
I have to, give credit to Jericho. Anytime that somebody's he always opens his wallet.
I don't even know if Mr. Beast is a wrestling fan, but 10 G's.
It's funny today. I was she didn't see the whole thing, but my mom saw the the attack, and she's like, well, isn't that just wrestling? And I'm explaining, I'm having to explain to her what a receipt is, and trying to break down no, that was like somebody intentionally trying to.
And this is another thing, and I'm sorry, Dan, I'm bringing it up. Stop using worker words around non-workers. I hate it when I hear it on fucking broadcasts. I hate it when I hear it on GCW or any fucking indie show. This is why those terms are out there. Like, I'm not saying bring kayfabe back, but it.
Yeah, be careful if you're around an actual worker, because there are some that don't like that still. I mean, now probably
I'm not an actual worker, and I don't like it. I work in the industry, but
but yeah, I don't know. Like
I hate hearing it on a pro wrestling show. The fact that I hear it on WWE now drives me insane. I'm with Vince McMahon on this one. Not all the shitting on bitches, but at least the other stuff.
Yeah, maybe don't. You're gonna get clipped. I stand with McMahon.
Hey, everyone was at his birthday party. I saw the picture with Shannon Sharp, the King, and the Miz, and yeah. And see, that's the problem. Everyone now is a smart mark, and they're really not. And the ones who think they're the smart marks are normally the ones who are not. And they hate it when they get worked. That's my favorite thing. Like, there's nothing better than being worked. I still remember, like, the last time, like, I legitimately popped, and I rewatched this the other day when I was annoyed about GCW not including Supreme. Then I watched one of his RIP packages, and then I went to one of my favorite moments, and probably the last time I legitimately popped at a live wrestling event, that I was still on the far enough on the other side of the curtain, and that was in the and it should be coming up soon on UEW TV. When Supreme returned to make the save against Hate, it was like you could see me and fucking Richard mark it out like little fucking girls the whole goddamn time. So but like, that's why I watch it. I want to get worked. I want to fucking mark out for something. But the problem is all the smart marks, all they want to do is fucking pick at all this and talk about like what should have happened and not just enjoying the product.
So
that's a different rant, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess in closing, fuck you, Raja.
Hopefully I don't see him at the gym. But like the bearded guy who was calling you bitch the whole show will be here in a couple.
I don't even remember who it was, but I was scrolling through and watching a ton of podcasts. But the funniest thing I think I read was, it's like your butthole's got a receipt coming in prison.
And then his daddy could really call him a little bit.
Yeah.
He'll be the little puppet.
I think that guy's too stupid for therapy, though. Like, I don't even know that would help somebody like him.
Again, like I'm not trying to like say, oh, he, the concussion's not going to help. I don't know his personality in general, so I don't know. I don't know how much the concussion laid, but even concussed, yeah, you're beating the man because you got rage baited by your fucking Kick followers.
12-year-old kids on fucking Kick. Like, let that sink in.
Yeah.
By 12-year-old kids calling you a cuck on Kick or whatever the fuck it was. So yeah. We gotta book the Epic, Todd. We need to make that happen.
I would love to see him, but too bad he's not a deathmatch worker. We still got a couple spots that haven't been announced, so.
Yes, and we will have another entrant for Last Tournament on the Left announced on Friday's show.
This Friday when we come. Oh, the link's not up yet. I should have mentioned. I'll get that up tomorrow. I've just been busy. I'll get a link up tonight, even if I don't have the graphic up.
Well, that's okay.
But
we will be live Friday with our horror show, but we will also, of course, announce our sixth, yes, for Last Tournament on the Left. And
sixth entrant in the Last Tournament on the Left. And maybe we'll announce our announce team too.
Yeah, maybe another match stipulation possibly.
Well, I got to have time to make the graphics, so let's not go crazy.
But do we want to recap that real quick for anybody jumping in late?
I was going to tell them what movies we're going to review. The first thing is the Toxic Avenger for like our fifth time, but this time it's going to be everyone reviewing it, all four of us, not just me and Pugs. We'll be able to talk. We'll have a spoiler section at the end so we can finally talk. Fridays is movie and the sale. What sale?
The Vinegar Syndrome.
Is that this Friday? I thought that's September 1st.
No, I believe that they're doing
a sale. I'm talking about the new
the Labor Day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll talk. That's not at midnight. That's like a 12 noon or 10 a.m. one, right?
I'd have to double check.
I'm going to double check right now because if it's
they're moving most of that to midnight now.
They normally don't do the weekly one, but I'm gonna double check right now unless someone beats me in the chat. But we're going to cover the Toxic Avenger with everyone, and we will PM Eastern. So so that is midnight. All right, so we'll wait. No. Oh wait, 12:01 a.m. Okay, so Friday. So shit, maybe. Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk off here, but Friday will be Toxic Avenger. We'll have
Primitive War,
and we will have Mr. Melvin, the Toxic Avenger 2 and 3 combined. We will be seeing me and Pugs will be seeing Lloyd this Thursday for that screening of Mr. Melvin and the Toxic Avenger reboot. The newest Toxic Avenger.
Is Lloyd present for both of those, or is that a separate thing?
No, it's the same thing. Mr. Melvin's at 8, and then at 10 o'clock, Lloyd talks. Lloyd and the editor of the Mr. Melvin, and then after that is 10:45 is the Toxic Avenger reboot screening. So excited to see that again. Excited to see Mr. Melvin for the first time. Excited to see Lloyd.
Lloyd's going to get some XPW underpants thrown at him. It's definitely Todd.
And we'll talk the series finale of Twisted Metal, Alien. It'll be a cool show.
Sweet. So tune in live for that. And Todd, I'll put a little razzle dazzle on our announcements for those that missed it.
All right.
October 11th, live from Hawaiian Gardens, the Long Beach area. We have The Body entering the last tournament on the left, 8-man horror-themed deathmatch tournament. The Body is a viral superstar, and he is a dark horse. This man, and there's going to be some much bigger, meaner guys in the tournament, but Body can take an ass kicking,
and there is no more viral dick in the tournament than The Body. Holes are safe.
No holes are safe. He's coming for your booty holes, guys. So
Dan might present, so be careful, Body.
So yes, entrant number 5, The Body. Go watch The Body stuff. I mean, he's fantastic. And another announcement. So the finals for last tournament on the left will be a tear your soul apart, no rope, barbed wire, chains, and hooks death match inspired by Clive Barker's Hellraiser. So this ring is going to be chains.
Well, I'll tell him it's 2 sides of the ring will be chains with hooks.
Yes.
And then the other 2 sides will be barbed wire, no ropes. We're going to take the ropes down, put up 2 sides of chain, 2 sides of chains with hooks, 2 sides of barbed wire. And it's going to be a first. Definitely. You've seen the chains, you've seen barbed wire matches, but you've never had chains with hooks and barbed wire in one match.
Yes. And if you're in the front row, it's going to get messy. Because this is whoever wins this tournament is going to have to go through literal hell
and literally end in hell. And
yes,
Chewy is asking, will this be streamed or available anywhere? Yes, it will be streamed, finalizing where it's going to end up. But we will have the pay-per-view information soon. But you will be able to stream this live. This will be the first live stream from Flesh Wound Features. All done in-house, all me. So, been testing the equipment. We're going to do a live pre-show just so everyone knows it's going to work. Like a lot of times, So, it's going to be a good time.
Yes. So, Yeah, I can't wait. We've got some other absolutely insane match stipulations to be announced, so stay tuned. But it all ends in the tear your soul apart, no rope, barbed wire, chains, and fish hooks death match. This is going to be amazing.
And I think, like I said, tickets will be officially on sale sometime next week. We'll probably have early access tickets available this week in our Discord and a couple select pro wrestling groups. I got 2 in mind.
Yes.
One's extreme, one's elite. Not all elite either. And yeah, Deathmatch Elite and Extreme the XPW groups probably. And of course our what's it called?
Discord.
I was gonna say kick. I was gonna say kick, and the name jumped out of my brain.
Man, did you get?
And then no roundhouse to the face for me.
There you go. Yeah, you'll want to be there live. This is the first flesh wound.
Yeah, my buddy from Texas is flying out. He already got his room, and yeah. So
if any of you guys are flying out, driving out, whatever, please let yourself be known. Free hugs and not the creepy kind for me. I'd love to see some of you there.
Is there any other hugs?
Creepy kind. I mean,
I think they're always creepy if you give them Dan.
Only if my pants are not on.
You can give me a fist bump. I'm good with that.
Yes.
I accept. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Become a sponsor. I'll fist bump you with my penis.
I was gonna say you become a sponsor. I'll give you a big hug. Which we will have sponsorship opportunities. We're gonna announce next week. Will be a big announcement. Little things here and there. Sponsors, tickets, streaming. Hopefully, we get everything locked down. And yeah, but I see JG's question. So, are the Vice Academy movies most likely going to be in the OOP sale? They seem to be using Vice Academy imagery to promote it. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be like the Rad sale where they found some more Vice Academies.
I thought those were already long out of print.
They are, but remember they found a bunch of Rads that they sold. I think it's either going to be that, or maybe they even put it back in print as just without the slipcase.
No chance they announced the other sequels.
With the first ones out of print, I don't see it. Now they could do a swerve and put the first set back in print for another run and have the second 3. That would be something that's a little bit bigger. But my gut says it's going to be like the Rad sale, and they found 200 copies of Vice Academy.
Okay.
That's what my gut says, but we'll find out.
Yeah. So very excited for that. Orc, I still can't believe you got the gym where Ronnie Coleman trained to win the Mr. Olympia.
Oh, I didn't know he trained there. We've used that venue before for UEW shows back in the day. That's before they moved buildings. This is our first one in the new building. But yeah, I know there's a ton of guys there. Oh, very cool. I was unaware about that.
Orc, come on out.
The chain. I don't know if this is the same one though. Because I know I know the owner, and I think this, so there may just be another Metroflex gym. I don't know if they're affiliated. I'll have to ask them when I see them.
Yeah.
I gotta go do a live streaming test there. Gotta check our bandwidth to make sure everything's good. So we're covering our bases on this.
Yeah, I'm stoked. It's not that far away now, too.
I know. Once it hits September 1st, I'm gonna start getting really stressed. So, and then we gotta
I can't wait. Also, too, the non-tournament stuff that we'll be announcing.
Yeah, we'll probably announce those. Yeah, we're on the road.
There is one stipulation in particular, and Todd knows what it is. That I'm sure.
Is it a semifinal or is it a non-tournament?
It is the non-tournament stipulation match.
Well, you know my favorite stipulation, but we'll get to that one. We'll have a grand announcement for that when something gets here.
Okay, yeah. Like I'm sure minds are going to be racing to figure out how we would even do such a thing. But I am so curious to see how this all looks. And yeah, this is going to be very different. Again, you've seen other deathmatch tournaments, and there's a lot of good ones out there, but like this is going to have a very different flair, and it's hopefully as we grow, and hopefully maybe it even becomes an annual thing. You never know.
Don't get ahead of ourselves, Dan. Let me survive this one.
We'll get more some horror elements there, and I'm very
I'm trying hard for one guess that if we make it happen, it'll be a big deal.
Yeah, I want to say like that would be like it's never happened.
Yeah. If we don't get that guess, I'll tell you all on our Patreon after the event.
Yeah.
But if we get the one, I'll tell you this is the one.
That one is a pants shitter, to say the least.
It might eliminate us being on one streaming service, but whatever.
But yeah, guys, again, get on our Discord, which is free, and if you are coming out to this show, please let us know. I'd love to say hi to everybody. I know there's some of you that I know avatars, and I know like computer names, but I let yourself be known, please, if you're at the show.
If I'm short with you the day of the event, that's just because I'm busy.
I'm a nicer one to approach than Todd.
It's okay. It's like every show. This happened at the last show. It's like I'm literally controlling the live streaming. People want to come up and ask me questions. Like, I don't know. Oh wait, come back in a minute when I'm in between. Like, do you know who does that theme song? No, motherfucker. I just push buttons. So, yeah. And then Pugs couldn't be the nice one for me because he was on commentary that night.
There you go. Yeah, come say hi. I don't want to just hang out with Ozzy the whole time. I mean, come on, that's fucking.
I mean, you won't be. Who will you be sitting?
Who am I sitting with? Who am I sitting with?
We'll figure that out. We'll put you with the front row mafia people. Richard's going to be back out for it, as far as I know.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen Richard in a while. The last several times I've been out. I got to
double check. I mean, Caesar, obviously, you'll be with Caesar.
Sweet. Never know. Maybe I have to run in, Todd. Maybe I have to get in there.
I will instruct them after this events of the other target. Anyone goes in, you just take them out.
Damn, Todd. Damn. Well, anyways, I think that's all we've got. Yeah, fuck. Private school deathmatch. I call you out, Ozzy. We'll make that happen. We'll book out a school.
We'll have to wait for this the sex comedy tournament with all girls. How's that?
I know how we book it, Todd. I know I'm gonna fantasy book because I know you love it.
All right, where's my end button?
You have to raid the panties and you have to hang the panties. It's like a reverse ladder match. You have to hang the panties up. You have to climb the ladder and hang the panties. Ozzy, I'm calling you out.
We're not going to be able to book women to do this, right? They're all going to be like, no, we're not doing this.
Anyways, on that note, good night, and we'll see you at last tournament on the left.
Money's on the dresser.